Have you ever been so angry at someone, only to realize later they weren't the real reason yet you exploded? What if I told you the source of your anger was never outside? It's a lesson a monk learned, not from a teacher, but from an empty boat in the middle of a silent lake. And once you hear this story, you'll never see anger the same way again. A monk, weary of noise, distraction, and his own restless thoughts, decides to meditate alone. He walks past the ancient gates of his monastery, finds a small wooden boat, and rows out into the heart of a still, misty lake. There, surrounded by nothing but water and sky, he closes his eyes and sinks into deep meditation. Silence, stillness, a rare and sacred peace wraps around him. Time dissolves, but then, thud. A sudden jolt breaks the stillness. Another boat has drifted into his. With eyes still closed, he feels something rising from within. Not curiosity, not concern, but rage. How dare someone interrupt my meditation? His chest tightens, his face burns. He opens his eyes, ready to unleash his anger on whoever dared disturb him. But then, he sees it. The boat is empty. No rower, no passenger, just a loose drifting vessel carried by the wind. And in that moment, clarity. The monk realizes there was no one to be angry at. The anger was already inside him, waiting, looking for something, or someone to lash out at. He sits back, breathes, and smiles, because something deeper than meditation just happened. He met himself. Months later, the same monk walks through a crowded village market. A young man bumps into him and spills hot tea on his robe. The market gasps, expecting the monk to shout, or at least scold the boy. But instead, the monk simply says, "It's all right," and gently pats the boy's shoulder. The boy apologizes nervously, and the monk smiles, because in his mind, he sees an empty boat. From that day on, whenever someone insulted him, cut him off in a conversation, mocked his path, the monk remembered, this person is just an empty boat. The anger is inside me, and I choose not to set it free. We carry storms within us, storms of pain, regret, stress, ego, and expectation. But the world, it's full of empty boats. People bump into us, not always out of malice, but because they, too, are drifting, lost in their own currents. The next time someone provokes you, pause. Before reacting, ask yourself, am I seeing the person, or just my own reflection in the water? Control begins not with them, but with you. Be still, see the empty boat, and let peace guide your course. If this story touched something inside you, share it with someone who's carrying anger. Maybe, like the monk, they just need a moment of silence to realize the boat is empty. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories that help you think deeper and live calmer.